Hey riders, welcome to the channel. My name's Colin. This is Inside Cycling World. Let's dig into a little Rouvy tutorial, get you started quickly, up and running with your new cycling obsession. Okay riders, so it's December 20th, 2024. I've done a couple of these before. I think the last one I did was probably last December. I just had someone message me saying, hey man, I need a little bit more help. Not really sure what I'm looking at. So yeah, I thought let's just jump into it. I've done a ton of stuff on Rouvy. Dig into the channel. Obviously, gonna shout out right away and say, if you like the video, please like it. Click that little thumbs up button. That way it gets shared to everyone else out there. If you don't like the videos, no one gets to see them. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. And to truly support the channel, please consider becoming a member so I can continue to do this going forward. That's it, folks. Okay, so what I want to talk about here is Rouvy. Now, you've decided to take up inside cycling for whatever reason. I can think of numerous reasons. Weather, safety, convenience, efficiency. There's so many reasons why. And probably, I guess with safety comes a few other things. I guess you could consider age. It's just safer to ride inside, isn't it? When I used to wipe out all the time in my 20s, riding my mountain bike in the dead of winter in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, to university, back and forward, I rode every day. I was that guy that let his insurance policy lapse on his car, not knowing how it would affect me later, because I was such a hardcore cyclist at the time. I'm like, I don't need a car, so I just let my policy go. Then they penalize you later, even though you didn't do anything wrong. Oh, but you let it lapse. Whatever. The scams out there, right? So anyways, welcome to the channel. We're inside the 10x10 cube of training, dedication, and commitment to growing inside cycling. I do a lot of different stuff here. Tutorial videos, starter videos, race commentary, exploration videos. I'm multi-platform, so just let's dig in, folks. Let's do Rouvy today. Let's learn some stuff. Okay, so let's just take a look at this here. So someone sent me a question and said, hey, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. So this is the latest version of Rouvy. We'll take a look at that in a second here. But I want to show you something here. Get ready for the magic to happen. Okay, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? Thanks, I know. Okay, so what you got to realize, let me just get into the screen here so I can actually see what I'm doing now. What you got to realize is this is the Riders Rouvy portal, Rouvy Riders portal, whatever you want to call it. This is where you come and do all your stuff. As you can see here, I'm logged in. Here's my name. This is my real name. Here's my legend status. I'm level 80. XP remaining. That's XP remaining to get to the next level. Don't worry about all that stuff for now. But someone told me that they were at a point where they said, I'm not seeing what you're seeing. And they mentioned, hey, I'm seeing calendar, routes, workouts, events, challenges, spotlights. And I'm like, yeah, that does not look like that. There's a reason for that. So back here, this is going to be the first thing you're going to do, because you're going to want to get onto Rouvy. Hey, and don't forget too, I have a code, Colin1M. It's still going till the end of this year. Take advantage of it. It gives you 30 free days. So if you want to try out the different platforms, they'll give you a month to try out Rouvy. Colin1M. Use it before it's gone, folks. You're at this page. Let's say you've already done a trial, or you know that you love it. You just want to get involved. You just want to get in. What you got to do, so this is not the application. This is the Riders portal. This is all your information, all your details, stuff like that. You need to download the app. Okay, download the app. Here you go, folks. You're going to need to do this. This is your job. You need to download for Windows or more downloads. Let's take a look. Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, iPad OS, and Apple TV. So it's up to you to select that one, install to your device, however it is you're doing it, and go from there. Once you've done that, then we're going to head back to this guy. This is where you want to be after you do that. So whether it's a trial or you're signing up, you're just fully in, you're fully engaged, Now you're coming here. Okay, so let's move on from this point. What's the first thing you got to do? Well, that trainer that you have over in the corner. Hey, if you're looking very carefully too, what you see here. Okay, I'm pointing the wrong. That one back there, that's the handlebars of my bike. So my bike sits right over here off the screen. I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 different streaming setups coming up. Obviously, just me chilling in my more cool studio, if you want to call it that. My biking setup. Some people don't think I ride. I ride. And then I'm also going to have the Collins Casual Coffee Chat Lounge area. Because sometimes the cube, the 10 by 10 cube, gets overwhelming. The walls are crushing in on me at all times, folks. Yeah, all joking aside, yeah, my bike sits right here. I look that way. Got all my stuff set over here. So it's always kind of a schmaltz doing this. But hey, you got a trainer. You got a bike. Let's roll, riders. Let's just jump right back in here. So here we are now. I'm just going to check my stream. Sorry, the recording. Yeah, we're good. So we're where we need to be now. Okay. What do I do here? This will be the first thing you see. Like, I've made sure this is the first thing that you see when you come in. You can see that I am logged in because my XP and stuff's showing up. So you're like, how do I start riding though? If you click this route here, you can't ride. You're not connected yet. There's nothing you can do. You can set all this stuff up, but nothing's going to happen. What you need to do first off, and there's multiple ways to do it, so come back to your starter screen. You're going to have your own avatar up in this corner. So you could click on that avatar, and you could come to sensors right here. Oh, what do you know? Cycling devices, smart trainer, heart rate, cadence, controllable. There's also classic corner in the bottom left-hand corner. That's more if you just want to ride a speed sensor and a cadence sensor, but you're not going to experience even 10% of what Rouvy has to offer. You're just going to be riding courses. There won't be any smart connectivity to your trainer and the software. It won't be controlling the hills, the ups and the downs. It's a pretty limited experience, so obviously get the smart trainer. I'm just going to close out of this for a second here. You can see I have nothing connected. Okay. We can come back to home again. Here's that same screen again, folks. Take a look up here. Right here. What does that mean? Power. Look where it takes you. Exact same screen. Let's close that. Let's take a look at this one. That will be your cadence. Right there. Exact same screen. And then we go to heart rate. You can see the heart rate here. Exact same screen. And this is the connection for your companion app to your computer. So you don't need to worry about that for now. This is to get you riding. Okay? So how do you want to do it? I'll do it up here. So let's just click on here, top right-hand corner. This is where you equip your sensors. Without sensors, you got nothing. You're just riding a bike on whatever you have there. So we're going to click that up. We're going to add a trainer. So my Tax Neo 2T is sitting there. We're just going to click on it. I've noticed in the past that some of the first times you do it, it can take a while, but what was that? 5, 6, 7 seconds? I'm good with that. So it's connected now. It'll tell you all your stuff about it, the firmware, the software version, whatever it may be. So just look here to see whatever training you bought. It's a Kicker, blah, blah, blah. Look for that name. It's a Ceres, yada, yada, yada. Look for that name. That's what you're looking for in that list. If you got a ton of stuff nearby, it might be looking for Bluetooth speakers, wireless controllers, TVs, who knows. So just look for the name of your trainer there. We're going to continue. Now, kind of am pretty lucky here just with having the Tax Neo 2T. It automatically hooks up my cadence and my controllable. You may have to do that yourself. All my other trainers, my Tax Flux Smart and my Jet Black Volt, I had to hook up the the Smart Trainer and the controllable separately. Now, if you just hook up your Smart Trainer and your controllable is not hooked up, it won't do anything. You'll be pedaling along going, why does this feel just so flat? I'm going up the Passo del Stelvio, or I'm climbing Haleakala, or maybe Alpe d'Huez, or maybe Monte Zoncolan. Is it Monte Zoncolan? Yeah, it's Monte Zoncolan, isn't it? Mortarolo, all those climbs that you can do on Rouvy. Why does it not feel hard? Because your controllable's not hooked up. You have to on some trainers, and I've had 3 trainers. This is the only one that did it all for me. So 2 of them were separate. So make sure, I've had times too where I'll be riding, I'm like, hey, this doesn't feel right. I'll go to my sensors quickly. You can check them out very easily. And I'll see my smart trainers hooked up. I look down in this bottom right-hand corner, controllable, not hooked up. So it's fake. You're just riding on a flat. So pretty lucky that way. Okay, what about the heart rate? I'm going to do this for you sitting right here. Okay, so here is Colin's heart rate sensor strap. Here is the sensor, as you can see. All I'm going to do is probably just click it in one first, and then I'm going to hit add sensor. And now I'm going to click the other one in, and I'm going to hold my thumbs on it, and it should see it. It's got a really goofy number, this one. So there it is. I heard the beep. You click on that. So I find the heart rate sensors. You saw how quickly that hooked up. You saw it, right? It took no time. Once it went beep, beep on my thing, that's how I know it's on. All these heart rate monitors, they'll turn off after a while if there's no movement. Otherwise, you'll just drain the battery within a couple hours. It'll be dead, or probably a couple days. I mean, the batteries are those car batteries, those circular ones, CR 2032s or 2025s, or whatever they're called. The only thing I do notice with the heart rate monitors, they're really goofy numbers. So sometimes you're like, what am I even hooking up to? Well, I know that's mine. So let's just continue now. Save and close. That was my monitor actually turning off. So I'll try that again for you because it's not on right now. So we'll connect it again. So if I just hold this, it might pick up again. It's looking for, yeah, there we go. Save and close. Now you can see in that top right hand corner, those need to be lit up. I'll put the heart rate monitor down. It's going to beep, and that one's going to turn gray. I don't even know what the time is. There, it just beeped. It's probably going to turn off pretty quick here. So there you go. Your sensors are equipped. And as I said, gray light. It's off. Okay? Gray, ghost, I call it stuff like that. Now, so you're on board. Wow, everything worked. So cool. I got my bike. I got my trainer. Remember, folks, too, I've always said before, too, put your money into your trainer. Your bike is just a secondary thing. You don't need a super ultra lightweight bike inside because you're not outside. I would suggest put all your money into your trainer to get all the features, to get the most accuracy, the most resistance. So there's different levels of trainers. You can probably start out at 300 and go up to 3,000. The good thing is, in the last few years, trainer pricing has came way down from what it used to be. You can get yourself something pretty much state-of-the-art for, I don't know, $800-900, roughly, ballpark. I don't know. Depends what you want, what features. The more you pay, the more accuracy you'll get, and it'll simulate gradients better. So a lower-end trainer might only simulate 6% gradient. Well, there's climbs on here that'll be pushing 25% gradient. And so then you're not really doing the real climb. Okay? My trainer will simulate up to 25% gradient, and I'm like, that's probably enough. And back in the old days, when my trainers only simulated, I think, like 12 on my first trainer, I was really hesitant and reluctant to do climbs that were at that 18-20% because I'm like, yeah, but I'm not really feeling what it feels like. That's just the way I am. Anyways, okay, so you're all hooked up. Everything's hunky-dory. Here's some things. Make sure you got some towels nearby. Make sure you got your drinks nearby. You need that. You need music. Maybe you won't the first few times. You need some entertainment to keep you busy. Get a mat underneath your machine too. Get like a yoga mat. Steal a yoga mat from your wife or your kids. Yeah, that's what I did. I just stole mine. I didn't pay for it. Stole it from the wife. She didn't use it. I stole it. So it's a nice thick black mat. So all that sweat that's going to be just flowing off you doesn't get into your floor. Whether it be your hardwood, your laminate, your tile, your carpet. Ooh, could you imagine that? Think about fans. You know, as many fans as you want, the more the better, because You are going to overheat so bad inside if you don't have fans. I have one monster one sitting in my face. I don't know if you can see it. It's up top here. I actually moved a small drawers over because now the fan is right in my face. And I'm working on the second one. Do I put it behind me? It's just a standard fan, just to get some airflow. You got to realize too that when you're riding outside, you're getting cooled across your entire body. I mean, your feet, your ankles are getting cooled, your knees are getting cooled. When you're sitting inside with your fan set up, you might only be getting like up here. The rest of your body is just sweltering. As you get hotter, your performance goes down. That's the way it is. So you're in this for health, fitness, physical health, mental health. So let's just do it right. Okay, so here we are. What are you going to do, folks? You're like, where do I ride today? What do I do? So if you see here in home, you can just take a quick peek. Here, I'll just bounce it for a second. Here, let's just bounce to workouts for a second. You could do some workouts, but I would suggest just go to the home page here. There we go. And just see, here's route of the day. This is probably suggested as route of the day. This is an active challenge right now. Challenges are a series of themed routes put together where you can earn coins and XP to level up throughout the game. That's the gamified part of it. So this tells you right here, this is La Vuelta 2023, stage 16, La Hermida. If you look up in the top hand corner here, this is the route of the day. There's actually, look at the purple number here with the little head. 179 people are on this route, so you're going to find lots of people there. It's augmented reality route in 2K video, and there's a Strava segment on it. Let's just bounce into it and see what we can see. So all you need to do here, the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to hit the watch button. All you'll do is hit just ride. That's all you need to do. So pretend I'm hitting just ride because I'm not riding. Obviously I'm dressed. But you got some stats here too. It's 31 kilometers long, 354 meters of climbing. Guys, you can change all that stuff into Imperial in the settings, no problem. I'll tell you some gradients. Average gradient is 1%. Pretty deceptive because you can see here there's some little harder climbs that are probably going to be more like 6-7%. So let's just bounce in. So I'm just randomly jumping into watch. Use this feature a lot to check out the route before you do it. So you can look at this now and go, oh yeah, this is kind of neat. Like, what do you do here? So here's just a bunch of dudes sitting in the starting chute. Why are they sitting there? Who knows? It could be just a bunch of friends meeting up. Hey man, we'll all just meet in the chute. And sorry guys, I'm looking for my phone here. So it's 10:15 for me. They may all be saying, hey dudes, let's just take off at 10:30. We'll all just meet there and take off. It's not a race. We're just riding together. In just ride mode, you will have draft. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on someone randomly. So thank you, whoever you are. I see two riders right here. We got Satel78 here, who's doing a little coasting down this hill. Yeah, they're riding their bike. They're inside riding their bike. So Satel78 hasn't been around that long. I'm actually looking at these names. I don't recognize one name here. Even the level 77 Dropsy up here. So you're going to have your leaderboard on the... and when I say leaderboard for this too, it's not... I guess it is a leaderboard. It's just showing more of a position board. As you can see, it says nearby. Because, obviously, let's go back here. That guy just started the route. So the riders are going to be going from left to right on the bottom of that screen. Showing the course profile with all the bumps. Remember how we said earlier, 1% gradient? I can guarantee you it's not. Take a look here. Pilchu here, ladies rider, on a TT bike, is climbing up the gradient. You can see it on the top left-hand corner. It's a 3% gradient here. And it's going to get worse for her too, just watch. So this is just a list of riders nearby you. And you can set it for, there's a limitation of how many will show up ahead of you and how many behind you. It's just a proximity board is all it is. So here you can see the gradient's going up. She's now at 5%. So don't get tricked or fooled that you're only riding a 1% course. It's a 1% average over the 30 kilometers, whatever it is. But basically, this is a flat course. You're just going to grow up. Now, she's up to 7% here. So great job. Level 4, she's like very, very new to Rouvy. Very new. I'll bounce around. Let's see back here. We got 12 riders. Let me just go back a little bit. So yeah, 4% gradient here. Freeze 2, another rider I don't know. We're going to bounce these guys. Let's go back to Satel. Still climbing, 6% here. Going through the Rouvy banner. So this stuff here you're seeing, these are all augmented reality elements. So that stuff's overlaying on top of the video, just like the avatars are. You can access the map here. You can open a map. Usually I do this in advance just to see where you are on course. Maybe someone's chasing after you. This guy's moving fast here, this yellow bubble. Probably because he's on a downhill there. It's kind of neat to see that. Yeah, probably on the downhill right there. So yeah, you can look around on the map a little bit and just come back here. So we'll hang out with Paulo just for a little bit. Actually, let's come back here onto the flats where we can see someone putting out some power and stuff. There is a little bit of buffering right now, only because I haven't downloaded these routes. I'll talk about that in a second. You can come to your settings during the ride. Just keep riding. Like, you can stop if you can't focus. Maybe you don't have good balance yet on your bike. Because you are kind of sitting kind of high up on it. You can go into your settings here. And you can change things. You can change, this is probably an important one. A lot of people like to change their camera setting. So now we're looking at a first person point of view. So this is kind of like out of the eyeballs of this cyclist. You can also change it back to this one. You could go far. That's going to push the cyclist way out in front of you. Maybe you want to take in more scenery around you. You might take more in this way. Let's just leave it here for now. You can do your power units in watts per kilo. Obviously the power output. Now, we'll just stay right here. But if you look in the top left-hand corner of the screen under the purple filter here, mask, whatever you want to call it, you can see the power output is in the very top corner. Right now, this rider is putting out close to 200 watts. Okay, it's bouncing around that number. And it should bounce around. It's taking the average of your power output. To the right of that number, you'll see a number that's close to 3. 3.0 right now. 2.7, 2.5, 2.7. Back up, back to 3. Great job. This guy's doing a great job. That's showing their watts per kilo. So you take power divided by your weight. Another important factor, folks, is when you set up your profile, enter your correct weight. Otherwise, you're just cheating yourself. Weigh yourself beforehand and put your correct weight in. It's gonna, yeah, just put your correct weight in. I can't emphasize that enough. You could change this to FTP. So if I change this to FTP now you're looking and going, what does it show me? What does 83 mean? Well, the number on the far left, that's still that person's power. So 200 watts, which it was just on. Right now you can see it's around 192, 194, 201. The number beside it is giving a percentage of that person's FTP, functional threshold power. How much power can they hold for an hour? So this rider here roughly can hold 200 watts for an hour straight. And so when that rider is pushing above 200 watts, it's giving a percentage that's over 100%. They're actually overworking their FTP is what they're doing at this point. And that's normal. That's normal riders. Generally, that's going to happen when you're climbing, because you're going to be pushing harder into the climbs, and it's going to push that number up. So don't think it's out of whack here. It could be, though. But this looks totally cool to me. I like this. I prefer to ride in watts per kilo because that's how I talk. Yeah, just a few toggles here. Auto pause. So I think when you stop pedaling, it totally pauses the thing. Let's say you got to get off for 20 minutes. You got to take a phone call. It'll just auto pause, and I think it stops the timer. I don't usually use that feature. I'm riding till I'm done. Save warm up and cool down. That means if you're starting in the chute like those guys were at the beginning, remember there's 4 or 5 dudes sitting in the chute? They might be soft pedaling in there, warming up. It'll save that as a separate event. And then you do your bike ride. So it goes to Strava, warm up, bike ride, Strava, cool down, Strava. All separate events. So I guess I've got mine set on for now. Actually, I should come back in here and take a look at these, only because I'm going to change this back to near. I like near. I like to have this look of the rider. Graphics quality, well, this is up to you to figure out. I've just got mine on auto, so it's doing whatever it can do. Actually, this is kind of year 2. I am going to jump out for 1 second here just to show you this. So here is our friend Ikaj, level 67 rider, catching up with Devil Biker here just in the distance. So this is what it's going to look like when you're riding on the course. Now remember, this is all just streaming video to me right now. I'm on Starlink. Sometimes it's phenomenal. Other times it's like, well, it's okay. It's way better than what I used to have. What you should do is download your event. Download your routes in advance. It's not a big deal to do. So let's just go back to the settings again, just so I can quickly go through them. So you could do your graphics quality, preferred video quality, yeah, whatever you want. It's up to you. I go auto everything. I just leave this toggle on, video acceleration, whatever. This is what's going to let you change the menus. So if you've got bad eyes, if you've got really good eyes, maybe you're too far from your screen, maybe it's just the way your living room set up, your cube of death where you work out, the pain dungeon, pain cave. You can change those things here. The ride UI scale, change that as well. And guys, messing around with stuff in here isn't gonna hurt anything. Drafting. When you're behind someone, you're gonna draft. Right around 12 meters, you're gonna start receiving a drafting effect. So you can show the savings in watts or percentage. I always have it in watts. You could do whatever you want. It's up to you, whatever you like. Hide other users. Okay, let's turn that on. I don't actually know if I can hide other users right now because I'm watching. See, I can't. You might be the kind of rider, you don't want to ride with people, you're a lone wolf, or maybe you find yourself chasing other people and you can't control yourself, so you go all out all the time. Just hide them. Maybe you don't like people chasing after you. There's people like that out there. They're just like, I want to be left alone. Fair enough. Do your thing. You do you, bro. So you could hide them in your ride. I can't hide them here. Show riders labels. That means it's going to show a name above their head, besides what you're seeing in the leaderboard on the left-hand side. Show details altitude chart. I just turned it off. You can see here now, that gradient that was up there, top left-hand corner is gone. Let's just quickly bounce back in and we'll turn it back on, because you want that on. Trust me. You want that on. See, it just popped in again here now. I'm going to turn it off and on a few times. Off, on. There you go. We're all set. Show nearby list. There, I turned off that list. So if you want to see more of the scenery, you can turn all that junk off. I like to see it. Split information. That'll be just when you're getting to splits along course. I actually don't see any splits in this course. That'll be indicated by a little black dot on the bottom profile. Enable sounds. Guys, there's no sounds. There never has been sounds in Rouvy, and I don't think there ever will be. So I don't know why they just leave this here, but they do. Allow panoramic views. Sometimes you'll be doing a route. The camera will like zoom out and show you going by at an angle, or down low. It'll show you moving along the course with other riders. So just leave that on. Strava live segments. There'll be little orange lines on the course at the bottom where you'll be... It'll be like a Strava Live segment. It'll be keeping track of who's been going over it over the last little while and recording that data. So there's going to be like a KOM and a QOM for that segment. 360 camera. That'll be for the panorama mode, I believe. Reality level. Yes, here we go, folks. Reality level, 100% means... This means what you're seeing on screen and the hill you're climbing and the gradients is exactly what you will feel what's being shown to you on screen. So if you're climbing a 10% hill and you have it on 100%, you'll be feeling a 10% gradient, just like you would outside. If you set it to 50%, all of a sudden you're only feeling a 5% gradient. I'm always 100%. That's how I roll. I never want to change it, because then my brain says, yeah, but you didn't really do the real climb. You know, like you're not doing the way it is in real life. You know, so that's just the way it is. That's how I do it. You could turn Ghost Riders off and on. Ghost Riders are just a bunch of AI bots that will ride near you. You can tell who they are because they'll only have first names in the leaderboard. Lauren, Bob, Bill, Steve, I don't know, whatever names you can think of. So People always say, how do I turn them off? Right here. It's all here. Just turn it off here. Recommend next ride. Yeah, that'll just prompt you another ride when you're done your current route. Keep it off. Trust me, I keep it off, especially if you're trying to set route records. If you're setting a route record for yourself and the recommended next ride is just sitting there and you're kind of cooling down after a ride, hey, there I am. The timer will actually keep running in the background until you decide what to do. So I keep it off. Take snapshots automatically. Sure, it probably takes some snapshots, saves it, sends it to Strava. Enable kudos, which I won't be able to do right now. So that's going to put a little menu on the right-hand side of the screen where you can communicate roughly to other riders. That's basically all the settings you need to see, riders. That's it right there. Now, so we've had a good little hangout with Ikaj here. Thank you very much, dude. See, the video looks great. I'm not even sure what quality this is, but it looks pretty good to me. What we're going to do is jump out. How do I get out of here? Let's say you're riding. You might be riding and I got to get out. I got to leave. Santa Claus is coming, whatever. Just hit quit. That's it. Now, a few key things to note here. So you're back on the setting here. Download. Okay. Here it is. SD, HD, Full HD, 2K. I generally do HD or full. And that's only because now I make videos for them. So I want them to look really good. If you're just chilling by yourself, just ride an SD. That's all you need. Download in advance, download in advance, download in advance, download in advance. Now you're going to tell me, yeah, but bro, I get a gig down. Right? I'm getting 1 gigabyte down data. Do you think they're sending it to you that fast? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will speed test my Starlink and I'm getting 150 megs down. Pretty good for a satellite system. I'll download a video game from Xbox and I'm getting 10 from then. And my Starlink saying, you're getting 150, dude. That's because Microsoft's only sending at 10. So when there's network traffic, server loads, you're going to get less. And that's when you're going to get the buffering going on during your video. And you definitely don't want that during a race. So I'll show you how you do it. I'm just going to do the SD one. There, I just clicked on it. Boom. So it's downloading right now. You know, I'm not going to say that's blistering right now, but good enough. So I would download this. Let's say I was going to do this right today. I'm not. Actually, I got to look at my time. Yes. I'm doing a race commentary at noon today, folks. And then I'm doing my own ride. So this is downloading away. And you're going to be like, yeah, but where's this putting this on my hard drive, man? I'm stressed out about this because I want to download 50 billion routes. Please, you don't need to download all the routes. You don't. What you can do is come back to your avatar here, top left-hand corner, and let's take a look at downloads here. Wow, what do we see here, folks? La Vuelta 2023, stage 16, La Hermida downloading. Okay, this is what you're hearing. Honey, the internet's down. Or your kids. Dad, why is the Wi-Fi not working? What did you do to it? Nothing. Pause. I always get blamed for the Wi-Fi going down, even though it was just our old internet. But I kind of do this stuff when no one's around. Or I do it first thing in the morning at 4 a.m. It all depends on your internet. It all depends on your family situation. All that kind of. What if you want to download a massive video? It might take a while. But most likely, at some point, it's going to start buffering and it's going to annoy you. Worst case scenario, you're going to disconnect during a race. And because you don't have the video downloaded, it doesn't know what to do with you when you come back. So if your video's downloaded and you disconnect during a race, you just have a small Wi-Fi blip. Wow, you got 500 down. That means nothing. Nothing. I see that so many times in the Facebook discussions. It's dumb. Because you're not getting that much ever. We all know this. Yeah, it happens. I see people with great internet and they disconnect. It could be just their home Wi-Fi setup. Could be some interference nearby. It could be their router slowly dying at home. Routers are known to slowly die. They'll work great one day, the next day they barely work at all. Then the 2 days later they're back on full. So this is not hard to do. Just download. Okay, so kids are gone, wife's gone. Continue downloading, and it continues downloading here. That's it. So just pretend you've downloaded it. It's all that to it. And then, so later on, you're like, oh man, I love this stuff, but I did all these routes. Where are they all? They're hogging up all my room on my PC or my iPad or this or that. I get it. I fully understand. I'm pretty aware of all my downloads too. All you do is come back like this. You don't need to go into your PC, Windows, or Explorer, or wherever it may be, or your file settings on any of your devices. You never have to do that. Just come back to that. Here, I'll show you again. Here's the starting screen again. Come back to the top left-hand corner here, where your avatar is. Scroll down, and you're going to go to Downloads. This is where they live. This is where you do it. Just do it here. You don't need to go and look for it on your PC somewhere. You do it here. This is how simple it is. She gone. That's it. Done. Okay. While we're here, we'll look at a few things. This is where you're going to see your profile. Just some basic stats, ride statistics, things I've done, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. What else can we see? It's showing FTP. Oh, my all-time record was 278 last month, 193. I've only been doing group rides lately. Here it's showing my all-time record, 20-minute power, 293. That's exactly over 20 minutes. I think I have a 19-minute and 58-second ride where I was 318 watts. Well, I didn't hit 20 minutes, so you get no credit for that 318, if you understand what I'm saying. Personal data, folks. Look at this. Here's your weight. Don't be that guy who fakes it and puts in 60 kilograms, because you don't weigh that. You do not weigh that. Hey, here's my birthday. Oh, wow, I got the wrong birthday down. That's funny. Yeah, that's the wrong birthday. It's close. No cigar. Close, but no cigar, folks. So that's where you can do all that stuff, subscription, Riders Portal. Here's your friends. So I'm waiting for it to send me my friends list. Here's all the people I know on Rouvy, people I've ridden with. These are the online friends. So these riders are all riding right now. Probably, yeah, so this will tell you this guy's on a group ride. Jerry here is on La Vuelta, one of those flashback. Hey, the one we were looking at, Devil Biker. Hey, we saw Devil Biker online. He's one of my friends. Dude, I'm not sure who Devil Biker is right now. But apparently me and Devil Biker are friends. And he was in that course. And the guy we were sitting on for a long time was actually catching Devil Biker. Here's Danon. So some of these people are just sitting online. They're not actually riding. They're just logged in. Okay, so you do that. Customization, folks. This is where you're going to change your avatar, your clothes, all those kinds of good things. So I'm rocking the Team GRC jersey, which is a preset, so it's going to put everything to Team GRC. There'll be a few things you can change, like your shoes, your watch, your glasses. You can select your bikes here. So these are the bikes I owned. Obviously, it says that. These are all the different bikes I owned. I ride the TT bike a lot on group rides when they're flat. If you keep scrolling down here, you're going to see there's things to buy. So these are all bikes you can buy with gold coins. How do you earn gold coins? Gold coins are earned through routes. Let's go back to our example, La Vuelta 2023, La Hamrida. No matter how you do this ride, you're going to earn 426 coins. That's it. That's what you're going to earn. Doesn't matter if you are the world's greatest cyclist and smash it to pieces, or you haven't ridden a bike since you were 18 years old. It's been 40 years. You're just getting back on a bike right now. You will earn the same amount of gold coins as the other person. There's ways to earn extra coins by doing group events, by doing certain challenges. If it's a big event that's going on, a spotlight event, they might tack on an extra 1,000 gold coins. So you want to collect those gold coins to get the better stuff. You get the better stuff, you'll be faster. People ask that question all the time. Do the bikes make a difference? Absolutely. Do the wheels make a difference? Absolutely. Get your gold coins, and you'll get better stuff. There's also XP. Let's just take a look at that quickly here. XP is the green stuff here. And you can see starter level between 0 and 4,200, your starter. I can break this down a bit more if I jump into it. So you can see level 1, 0 XP. It only takes you 90 XP to get to level 2. Now, Just kind of a rule of thumb. I know Rouvy does this. They kind of watch your first few rides and figure out what kind of rider you are. Then they start giving you XP. But from what you can see online and basically your average ride, an hour's ride, however you ride it, whether you're killing yourself or just tootling, is probably between 300 and 400 green XP. I can kind of show that to you here too. So if we go to, I think if I can go to my activities here, can I do it here? I may have to do it elsewhere. Here, I'll show you something here quickly. We'll turn that off and we'll come back to this guy. So I've just jumped out of, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I just jumped out of, and what are you looking at? Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Perfect. So we're back in the web portal now. You can see, obviously, I'm in a web browser. You can see my Gmail. You can see my YouTube channel there, Inside Cycling World. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks, guys. What I want to show you here is just an example. So let's go to my calendar. Here's my calendar, guys. I've only been doing group rides lately. I ride a Tuesday, Thursday group ride. So if we look at Cow Creek, Oregon here, you can click on that. It'll tell you what they are: ride, outdoor, event. Oh yeah, you can put your outdoor events in here too. So do that. And remember, folks, you're looking at this going, this guy doesn't even ride. I'm riding 3 different platforms right now. So there's just that. So remember I said earlier too, save warm-up and cool-downs? Okay, well, my warm-up gets saved here. What was my warm-up? Okay, my warm-ups are probably like 30 seconds long. Did it actually save anything for me? These should be showing. I don't know why they're not. Ah, they're at the bottom. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at this here. So you can see here, Bormio to Tirano, 212 XP for 45 minutes riding. And I got 429 coins out of it. Let's go to Cow Creek. Cow Creek, 38 minutes, 203. Realize too that these rides are all very, very chill. Here's another one, 40 minutes, 205. Chill rides, yeah, like a full hour, you're going to get around 300 XP. I don't have any super hard. Well, I could try to find something. Calendar. So you have complete control of your calendar here. Let's go back to, I don't know, let's go back to April. What were we doing here? Chapman's Peak. I might have ridden this harder. Short. But you can see here, 20 minutes, I got 130 XP. So take 20 minutes. There's 3 of those in an hour times 3. That was a 390 XP per hour ride. So I was riding pretty hard. Probably going a little bit strong on that one. I can tell by some of the names of the rides. But you get the point. So XP, you got to earn it. Gold coins, you got to earn them. We're going to now pop back here. We're going to turn Rouvy back on. So you guys are seeing that now. Okay, we're back here. Something else I want to show you, starting out, you're brand new. This is kind of buried away, and no one ever tells you this. But you got to earn some stuff early on. Remember, folks, I've only done one ride this week on here. These are easy ways to get gold coins and XP. So I showed you before that I think La Hermida was about 450 gold coins. So you do La Hermida, and you do another one, and it says right here, ride 50 kilometers in 1 week, just ride, race, time trial mode, or a group ride. Doesn't matter. So you're going to, let's say, so you did Hermida. Let's say you did it twice. You did Hermida twice. You're going to earn 450 coins and 450 coins. Hermida will then, 2 of those will take you to 60K. Guess what? You earned this one. And it's going to say here, collect reward. When you collect reward, you're going to get an extra 750 gold on top. So you're going to get gold for doing those 2 rides, plus whatever else it is you do. You get your 750 bonus. Climbing, 500 meters in 1 week. Easy, okay? Hermida was probably half that, just guessing off the top of my head. So once you do that, in any mode, 750 gold coins again. Then you do 1 workout a week. I would do like a warm-up, cool-down, another 750. So there's 2,250 gold coins there, just for coming here and collecting them. here's the kicker. If you don't collect them, maybe they changed it now, I haven't seen, but up until a week ago, if you didn't collect them, you didn't earn them. They would not give them to you. One last thing, you also need XP to level up. When you do all three, it's going to unlock here. Complete all tasks and get 500 XP. So these are the easiest ways to get gold coins and XP to level up quicker. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. I have no idea what time it is right now, riders. That's basically how you get riding quick. You know, we can take a look at a few other things here. So here's your home screen, route of the day. You're going to have my collections. These are all my favorites from the past. Weekly goals, that's where I just was. You can find them right there too. You can also find them in the side under your avatar. Continue riding. These would be routes that I started riding at some point and then stopped. For whatever reason, I know this one for a fact. This is the old Alpe d'Huez climb. There's a brand new version that's AR now. Brand new, newer. I rode this and my trainer died. Like absolutely died. And I took it to the shop that day and I replaced it. I was riding with Jills and Roger on this route and my power was going like through the roof. Well, my resistance was like normal and then nothing. Normal, nothing. I thought all of these had been cleared out at one point, but I guess they're still here now. Yeah, like, why would I end there? I just don't see it. I actually don't believe this. Like, okay. Anyways, that's what it's showing. I might have been doing some just as warm-ups, just checking some rides out. Who knows? Created routes. Yeah, this is back from the old day. Mount Revelstoke, full climb. I have it. 25 kilometers long, 1,400 meters of ascending. It's map mode only, but I made this over 3 years ago. You were able to pull the GPX file off Strava and upload it. So that's what I did. I found the Mount Revelstoke climb, and then it pulls the maps, and so it's somewhat similar, but it's going to recreate the whole event for you. Challenge routes. Okay, this is good to see here. There's collections. Where are the collections? Routes? Yeah, we can come here. So now I just hit the routes tab on that far side. So again, here's some recommended routes. Here's the route collection. So La Vuelta, Christmas package, Great World Adventure. These are just going to be themes of routes. Mallorca, yeah, there's some great routes there. The Best of Taiwan, downhill routes, animals, just whatever you want to find. This will just give you some starting points. All of the Vuelta routes. Wow, there's so much in here. Trending routes. This is where you're going to go if you're looking for people. That's basically what that's telling you. Sorry, I wasn't trying to think what I was going to say there. It's just I was looking at, you're going to see some here too. See the ones with the purple on the bottom? That means I've never ridden them. And I know that for a fact because this is a brand new winter. Madagascar, these all released in the last couple of weeks. La Hermida makes sense. I would have ridden this last year in 2023. It gets filled in with a yellow line. So I think they got that back up because for a while there that wasn't working properly. But so these are the trending routes. So you can see here you got 27 riders, 30, 33. You can just keep going. All these are challenge routes. And I just want to see if there's some random routes that a bunch of people decided to do together. So again, here, take a look at them. The yellow ones are filled in. This lets me know these are the routes I've done before. And the ones I haven't. Cozumel. That one's, there's always people on that one. It's pan flat, 78 kilometers. But good for getting some distance in. Might be really good this Christmas season for the Rafa 500, Festa 500. Check it out, folks. Get in and do those things. Wow. So yeah, these are all the most active. I mean, some only have 5 and 6 people, but at least there's someone on there. Someone for you to chase after. And then you've got some busier ones up here. There's 35 people in this one. Go straight to the top, and it's La Hermida today. That's the big event. The winter one's really busy too. So you can check all that out. Challenges. You just join your challenges here. So here's the Rouvy Festa 500. Okay, how do I join it? It's coming soon. I think it starts on... what a weird start time. December 23rd? That's because they're saying December 24th, I believe, Central Europe time. So, do I get to start it early? Maybe. All you got to do is hit join challenge. Boom. There, I joined. It'll tell you how many people have joined. 6,000. So that means there's 6,077 people right now that are going to try to ride 500 kilometers on Rouvy in that window, which will be December 24th to 31st or the 1st. It just depends. They'll get a bunch of coins out of that just by doing the rides. They'll get XP by doing the 500Ks. And at the end, they're going to get 2,024 extra XP on top. So, folks, that's it. That's the basics. That's all you really need to know right now to get going. Get those sensors hooked up in that top corner. Okay? Then come to home. Look for a route of the day. This is all being streamed to me, obviously, so a little bit of lag here. So this is what it's recommending to you. So here's a Friday social ride, 2 watts per kilo. You could jump into that one. I would recommend, of course, downloading it. It's telling you there's 63 people signed up for it. Oh, who are they? Well, let's have a look. Here's the start list. You can see who's lined up. Are any of my friends in this? Duke Norton. I know this guy. He's in the Discord channel. Yeah, there's people here I know. So that's how you go about it. Join a group ride too. They're real fun. There's a magnet effect to them. So let's say you can't ride 2 watts a kilo. You're so brand new and you're barely pushing 1 watt per kilo. There's a magnet effect. It's going to pull you along. You're not going to fall behind. It's going to help you get all the way to the finish. You're going to get gold coins out of it. You're going to rack up some distance. Get into it, riders. Get into it. Just coming back here for a second. So riders, that's about all you really need to know. I have no idea how long I've been going for here. Wow. How do I end up going 51 minutes? Are you kidding me? Anyway, riders, that's it. If you have any questions, drop them into the comment section on the YouTube channel. Please like the video. Please like the video. If you took the time to watch this, please take the time to hit the thumbs up button. It's right below the video. So this gets shared to more people. The more people get shared to, the more it gets spread around the internet, the more it helps my channel out. I'm a one-man operation. I'm really on the membership drive right now. So membership is just, I guess what would it be? It's like a subscription to the channel, monthly subscription. And there's extra perks for those people. So just consider it. Anyways, riders, just going to do a little quick outro here. Thanks for watching. And here's a little bit of info about myself. See you again real soon.